morning. It's about 7 o'clock, 6:45 here in Colorado, and we're heading out for a morning hunt, just almost to the ranch. Gonna be hunting a little elk this morning. Got a late season elk tag for a cow, so we'll be having some fun. It's starting to snow here in southern Colorado, and hopefully that makes for good hunting weather. All right, it's my buddy Shaun, and we're getting ready. We're heading out here on the ranch, and we will be looking for cows this morning. Cow elk, that is. Heading into the trees this morning. Alrighty, well, we're heading in. We're at our spot. Well, I've spotted a herd. I'm just not completely sure if they're deer or elk. And in this weather, it's hard to tell, and you gotta be sure. But they're still about 500 yards away, down a cliff and over across a valley. So, not an easy place to get to, but you know, it never is easy. So, gotta figure out how to get in and get close to them. The elk are down in these two little hills down here. I can see them going through the trees, but I'm still not sure if they're elk or deer. They seem to have furry necks, dark furry necks, which look like the cows to me, which is what we're looking for. But I'm gonna have to get closer to say for sure. And I'm heading in. I'm down off the cliff, and I'm trying to get down across this valley. This little pair of hills over here is where I believe these animals are. Marking my area so I can get back up to where the truck's parked easily, using some surveyor's tape. Okay, this is the hillside I'm trying to target it on. Somewhere up there are some four-legged critters. Looks like old Shaun found me. So I'll go ahead and wait for him to catch up. And then we'll go in together. See if we can get him. Well, Shaun caught up with me. And we're going in to see if we can find out what these animals are. And we get to cross another ravine coming in. Looks like two.
coming up on our hill. And we'll have to just see what's up here. Looks like they probably went up and over. Here we go. Well, we're climbing the hill, but we're out of breath, so we had to wait a second. We moved on the other side in an attempt to stay upwind of them if they're on the hill still. We spotted some regular cows, beef cows, but not the elk. Not the elk cows we're looking for. So we keep going. If these game animals are up here, they're on the other side of this hill more than likely. Well, we climbed to the top of the hill. So far we're not seeing anything, but we're going to keep looking. It's a good vantage point to keep glassing from up here. So Shaun and I are splitting up here and see if we can spot them. Wow, we came up on top of this hill. We just have not seen where they went. We found some other elk tracks. Looks like a bull came through here since it started snowing, which is probably early this morning. But we are just not seeing the 5 either deer or elk that we were tracking. Found a few tracks up there, but just not sure where they came through. And there's a lot of country behind me, as you can see, where they could have gone. So we're going to walk up here and look over the top of this hill and see what we can see. Check back in a minute.
Turn around.
All right, well, we climbed the hill, got to the other side, and lost track of them. So I don't know where this either deer or elk went, but we gave it a good try and got up in there, and we'll have to keep coming out. We got about a week left of this season, one good weekend, so got to get busy.
Why they call it hunting?
All right, heading back to the truck. Well, we got back up on top of the cliff. After we hiked down that valley, it was quite the climb back up here. Didn't run into that herd again. Still not sure if they were elk or deer because the snow was so thick this morning. When I started out, I just couldn't tell. So it was worth going down to the hike. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. But we got a week left, and we'll be back out here hitting this some more in the coming days. So I'll keep filming and keep putting videos up. All right, we're heading out. It was a good day hunting. Getting a little bounced around here as we get up the hill. Shaun's giving it some gas. Here's the road going out.
Track right in front of us.
Shaun's getting out to check a track. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we got some elk tracks here on the way out. These are pretty fresh.
Road. See where they cross.
All right, let's do it. We're back in the game. Well, we're heading back towards the truck. The elk kept heading down this wash. We're not sure where exactly, but the snow's getting pretty thick and the trees are getting even thicker. So not really a great place to take a shot. So we're gonna drive on down and see what we can see down the road a little bit.
Suddenly, the hill came alive and they were in front of us at 400 yards.
Okay, we came across a pretty big herd. It's probably 20 or more. Bunch of cows. We're trying to get into position here. Chased them up on top of a plateau where there's a big prairie section. And then we're going to push these trees and see if we can find them inside this big grove of trees right here. Well, we ended our chase up on top of this plain, and the elk took off across that flat plateau. I think they went out over this. There's another canyon way out there. Those trees off in the distance, but they appear to have moved out across this flat open prairie.
Well, it was a good morning. We had got to actually see some elk. Just nothing close enough to shoot at, but we saw a big herd, probably at least 20 or 30 in there. A couple of bulls, a bunch of cows, some calves, and I don't know, it was about 348 yards from where we were at, and they were already moving. It just wasn't a good situation to shoot, so we held back. Ended up following them up on top of that other ridge, and they had let out all the way across a giant pasture that goes, I don't know, a couple miles out towards another canyon up there. Is I think where they were heading. So just how it goes sometimes, but all in all, it was a good morning. Lots of hiking, and definitely got our exercise. So yeah, we got about a week left, and we'll be back out here.